Hi, this is Rachel. I'm going live today. I wanted to just offer some tools and supports during this time of the coronavirus. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unknown, and that in and of itself is challenging for those of us who like to plan and know what is happening next. I know in our family, my daughter was supposed to go back to school after spring break, and she's going to be finishing her semester online, so there's some anxiety surrounding that with her and just a lot of unknowns. So what I want to do is just offer some support, some breathing practice, and some other techniques and tools that might be of assistance to you, and finding ways to shift and transform fear and anxiety into ways that we can tangibly be able to navigate in a healthy manner in our mind and our body. One of the things I read this morning, which was very lovely, from Adrienne Maree Brown, who wrote Emergent Strategy, a book that I talk about and reference often in my classes and workshops and trainings. And she had this lovely suggestion of when we're washing our hands, which I always wash my hands, but I find myself now extending the time that I'm washing my hands, and there's been lots of suggestions about songs and things to prolong the hand washing experience. And one of the things that she suggested was offering a blessing during your hand washing experience. So, for example, I decided today that every time I wash my hands, I'm going to send a blessing to healthcare workers who are that's their job. They're in the places where people are going to be showing up with symptoms and treatments. And so just by virtue of being in their regular activities of daily living in their work, they are placing themselves at risk. So wanting to send them and surround them with blessings. And when I lead a meditation, I'll share the blessing that I am using for that. So what I'll invite you to do, I'm going to guide a little breath practice and some hand positions that we can use to help reduce overwhelm. So I'll invite you wherever you are, if you're able to sit down or lie down, doing what feels right for you. I have these lovely meditation chairs in my yoga space. So find a way to sit that helps you feel supported. You can feel perhaps where your body is resting and supported by a chair or the floor. So noticing where you have that support, leaning into that support. And then you're welcome to close your eyes or let your gaze softly focus. You can let your hands rest palms down in your lap or palms up. And just invite yourself to, without changing or shifting the breath, just notice the rise and fall of your breath in your body. And you can invite yourself to inquire, did just the act of noticing my breath shift and change it? And then there's lots of different ways to work with the breath. For this particular practice, I'm going to invite us to find a breath cycle that feels calming and grounding. Preferably breathing in and out through the nose, but if that's not available to you, you can use your mouth. But on your next available inhale, inviting a little bit more air in as you breathe in. As you exhale, slowly, slowly releasing the breath, letting it all out. And the next breath arises, bringing a little bit more air in, breathing in. And then slowly releasing. So inviting a sense of expansion on the inhale, a sense of release on the exhale. And it may be your mind has been racing and you've been reading a lot of things on social media or the news, and that's good to be informed, but taking time to step away from that and intentionally ground and calm yourself using that technique of feeling where your body is in space and time and slowing the breath down. Inhaling and exhaling, giving the mind details to pay attention to. So, for example, when you inhale, you might notice where you feel that inhale expanding in your body. And as you exhale, you might notice where you feel that release of the breath. Something else you can add to your breath, I'll invite you into a hand position, inviting a hand to rest on your chest, another hand to rest on top of that. This practice of holding your own heart and witnessing the rise and fall of your breath, the beat of your own heart in your body. Paying attention to being alive. This can help with overwhelm. And then letting one hand rest on the heart, bringing another hand to your belly. Inviting a sense of awareness of your own agency in your own body. Again, continuing to breathe in and out. And we'll invite ourselves into the practice of loving kindness. And so we'll start that with ourselves, and then we'll extend that out. And this can again be the blessing that you might do when you're washing your hands. So you're welcome to, if you're tuning in, listening now or listening later, to offer yourself this practice. I will say the phrases of loving kindness, and you can say them aloud or silently to yourself. Continuing to breathe in and out, nice and deep and full. May I be well in my mind and in my body. May I live free and safe from harm. May I have peace. And then if you're practicing a blessing during your hand washing, you can bring into your awareness a specific group of people. Maybe, as I gave the example earlier, healthcare workers. You might also bring into that blessing at a different day, maybe choosing one category of people a day. Maybe the next day, bringing into your awareness people that are at risk for this illness. Maybe bringing to your awareness people that are economically fragile. So we can find ways to expand and widen our circumference of blessing while we're taking care of ourselves. So bringing into your awareness perhaps healthcare workers and surrounding them with this blessing. May you be well in your mind and in your body. May you live free and safe from harm. May you have peace. Noticing what that feels like, where that lands in your body, what you notice. Notice if anything has shifted or changed for you before we started this meditation into where you are now. You're welcome to continue listening. I'm going to play some music on the harp. The harp is a beautiful instrument that soothes the soul. And you're welcome to continue to have your eyes closed or open and have your hands positioned in a way that feels comfortable and supportive. Peace, 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 peace be with you. Joy, 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 joy be with you. Love, 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 love be with you. Peace, 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 peace be with you. So thank you for tuning in, and please feel free to share this video if it felt supportive to you. Maybe pass it on to someone you know that's struggling right now, and I'm going to be offering these as I see need arising, and peace and blessings to all of you.